Good day, everybody, or good afternoon. It all depends what time I'm watching the show. My name is the Saubrey Boys, Walefatshe from TBR Solution Sports Program. I'm with Shakes Manqoba Ngwenya, the former Mamelodi Sundowns utility midfielder. You know, the man with the educated left foot, as Brakit would say. We'll be joined by Tshepang not long, the last born, and then we do our second show. Shakes, welcome to the show. May you kindly greet the viewers.
Good day to all our viewers, and thanks for having me, Saubrey, on your show.
Shakes, let's start here. I saw, I don't know what is it Latuma or Kickoff? One of the publication attributed your utterances. You were analyzing the press conference, all right? But knowing you, when I saw the heading, because the heading, I may not quote it correctly. I may not quote the heading verbatim. The heading was like saying the former Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder lambasted Manqoba. Now I said to myself, the Shakes that I know, that's not the posture he will take. All right? But to be fair to the journalist, what he wrote in the body, the information that he wrote, it's a true reflection of what you said. But you'll correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
You were expressing your views to say, if it were you wouldn't have gone there. Exactly. You were actually not lambasting Manqoba. All right. I'll tell you why I'm saying this, Shakes. It's important because little things like this, they cause unnecessary rift. You still have a link with Mamelodi Sundowns. And tomorrow you go there, Manqoba says, you lambast me in the media. All right? If you had an issue, why could you not raise it with me face to face? I don't know whether I'm correct. Do I read the situation correct? Let's start. Which publication was that so that I put in the correct context? And then tell me whether I'm right or wrong. Then give me what you said.
Saubrey, first of all, thank you for raising that one, you know, because it's an opportunity. At least I have this opportunity to clear it myself here on the show, you know, with my own mouth, so that he himself also hears me, because I respect him very much, you know. It was the Kickoff publication that took out the story, which is it is my the story which he wrote is my true reflection. But the heading he puts in, he says that I'm taking a swipe at Manqoba, which was not the case, you know. The spirit that heading is putting through is not the spirit in which I spoke in, you know, even though to be fair, in his story, he did put what I was saying, the fact that if it was me, I would have not rather just enjoy the 6 points that I've won from Al Ahly and not touch on the subject of Kaizer Chiefs. So yeah, it's regrettable sometimes that these things come out like this, because, as you say, I respect Manqoba a lot, and I would never say something that will dent our relationship, Brussels.
Look, Shakes, you know, I was taught by a very, very old journalist, highly respected Brad Dog Pigicha, Braddock used to say to me, I know Saubrey, they sell newspapers. Bad news sell newspapers. Good news they don't sell, because I would ask him and say, Braddock, but why when they hit at a person, you see it in the front page, bold headings, but when they apologize, it's somewhere in the middle and a small paragraph, not even a paragraph, it's sentence. No one see it, so I understand. So I would suggest, if you don't mind, I would suggest if you have time, send Manqoba a WhatsApp to amend the relationship. Remember, big R, it's all about the positive R words, right? You get it, positive R words. One of those positive R words is relationship. So I'm not saying the guy was wrong. Probably he was doing his work, all right?
Yeah.
And probably he did that genuinely. And remember, he's not the only one who decides. The editor, finally, right? And people need to get me clear. I'm not taking a swipe at the publication. What was the publication, by the way?
It was Kickoff magazine.
Kickoff magazine. So I'm not taking a swipe at Kickoff. With due respect to Kickoff magazine, but things should be done correctly. Relationships for me are very important. I would advise and say, Shakes, send an SMS to Manqoba, put it in the correct context. All right? And don't be angry with the guy from Kickoff magazine. Now you'll understand me when I say, thanks God we have social media now. No more those days whereby one narrative will be the correct narrative. So we'll respond. So I wanted to give you that opportunity to respond, because it puts you in the bad light, all right? And moreover, how Manqoba is gonna see it, but I'm happy that you clarified it. But I already done the show on that one, but it was my point of view, having known you now, having interacted and doing the show with you. So I said, nah, it cannot be. So I wanted to say it. Shakes, I'm pleased. And then if there's anything, any harm that that article caused, I hope Manqoba will find it in his heart to forgive you. It was not your intention. We have said it publicly now that you never said what you said, all right? And then that's it. Shakes, let's move on. Lot has been happening. Sundowns have qualified for the quarterfinals. Orlando Pirates have qualified for the quarterfinals. What a great story. What a great story. What do you want to tell me about that?
Yeah, it's good to see Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns flying the flag high in the continent, qualifying to the next round. A very impressive victory away from home for both sides. Orlando Pirates doing very well, and also Sundowns doing very well. Unlucky to AmaZulu, who have a mountain to climb now, having lost their Friday's game to Raja Casablanca at the Moses Mabhida 2-0. So they have a mountain to climb there, whereas the Pirates and Sundowns have qualified. We wish all the luck to AmaZulu. They can bounce back. They're a team with character. They're strong, so we believe in them, even though it's going to be a mountain to climb against Raja. Prasobs, we really saw Sundowns doing well away from home with the red card 10 men down, scoring a lot of goals, and Orlando Pirates also doing the same thing. So those are the two teams that have qualified from South Africa.
We are proud of Mamelodi Sundowns. We are proud of Orlando Pirates. Of course, we are sure, and we are rallying behind AmaZulu. they will also continue to make us proud. A lot of news in our country. I've just done the show in the morning. Unfortunately, you guys, you could not come in. The one of the 3 points, John Committees on Robert Marawa. He seems not to be excited about the outcome of the arbitration, but we're not passing any judgment. I've already done that one. Kaizer Chiefs, to be honest, they're not doing well as far as I'm concerned. If you look at the log, and you look, they are the second least scored team. I once heard Jomo said, if you want to win the league, you must close the back door. All right. Although they scored 16 less goals compared to compared to Mamelodi Sundowns. And the question that I asked Stuart Baxter was, does he think that they need to work on the finishing of their squad? Because remember the player who's with a top goal scorer is Kama, all right? Not only Kama, also what is his name? Keegan with 6 goals. And then you look at Shaulile. I think Shaulile is at 14, if not 15 goals. The gap is too huge. So that shows that there are no goals. Even when it comes to assists, there is a problem. So I think Kaizer Chiefs, they need to work. I just wanted to say that in passing so that we move on. What's your take?
Yeah, Prasobs, unfortunately, you need to score goals to win games, you know, and Kaizer Chiefs are not scoring enough. Like you said, Kama Piliat on 6 and Keegan Dolly on 6, and they make the mistakes at the back there and they get punished 1-0 to Golden Arrows, and they are not scoring goals, you know. You would expect better from the likes of Keegan Dolly and Kama Piliat. They come very highly recommended players who were doing well at Sundowns. So you would expect them to give more for Kaizer Chiefs, you know. But they are not too far behind. It's true that defense is very important. You know, once you keep a clean sheet, you will always have your chances of scoring. So that's how league titles are won. But it's also important to convert your chances in front of goal in order to win games. So yeah, Chiefs still have those games in hand. I think one more game in hand or so. They still have an opportunity to fight for second place, but yeah, I believe the league is gone to Sundowns this season.
To be fair enough, I think Stuart Baxter did consider to that in terms of the league, you know, after the game. But let's look what's happening with Morocco Swallows, one of the big teams. They seem to be struggling a lot. I wonder what's happening at Morocco Swallows. Anything that we have heard, what's happening at Morocco Swallows? Why? What is happening there?
Yeah, Prasobs, Morocco Swallows, very big team. Obviously, we don't want to see a team like Morocco Swallows fighting relegation. You know, it's a team with a lot of good players. You know, some experience there. You have your likes of Nyadama also in that team. You know, you just don't know what's happening at the moment at Swallows, but we hope they can fix it as soon as possible because they're a team with a good striker in Hamaldin. They have a good team assembled, but it's just not happening at the moment. But let's hope that they can turn things around. You know, they still have an opportunity.
Now, having said that about Morocco Silos, guys, let's talk about Royal AM. What a story. What a story. Royal AM, Mam Kize, it looks like she's a lady with a mission. She's teaming up with Sinki Mnisi, whom I know very well. Me and Sinki come a long way. So what's your take about Royal AM?
Yeah, I've been watching Royal AM. Not only are they doing well in terms of the league standings, they're also playing good football, you know. So you have to give credit to the coaches. You have to give credit to John Maduga coming in there while struggling at with Bloemfontein Celtics, with a lot of things happening there. And the players get a new lease of life, you know, a different atmosphere in KwaZulu-Natal, and everything is happening well for them, you know. Victor Lutzwalo is banging in the goals, and good for him. This will even give him more confidence now. He's been chosen to replace Percy Tau in the national team. Royal AM really doing well there. Mamki's team and Bisane's doing well, you know, and John Maduga doing the job.
John Maduga doing the job. I know that you are a big fan of local coaches, as much as I am. We are happy to see that. And as I say, a very big fan of local coaches. And then, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with outside coaches. But if you look at the log, I think our local boys are doing well. We need to be very proud of them. Now, having said that, the team that I have a very good relationship with, TS Galaxy, they're struggling, you know, and then, you know, why I'm saying I have a very good, I don't have a problem with TS Galaxy. You know, those guys, they're media people, Minentle, Mkize, you know, they're flexible. Anything that you want, you get it from them. Well, I've got a very good relationship for a whole lot of them. Mamelodi Sundowns, Shupi is doing his best. Vina is doing his best. And then I'm worried what is happening at TS Galaxy. What could be the problem, Sheikh Tshepang? Welcome to the show. And then what could be the problem, Sheikhs?
Yeah, Professor.
Yes.
Yes, Professor.
Yeah, what could be the problem? Well, TS Galaxy, why are they struggling?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's always going to be difficult with TX Galaxy. They've just got a new coach who's still adapting to the style of play, you know, who's still adapting to the way these players think in the PSL. You know, it takes time, Prasop. That's why it's easier for our coaches here at home. Most of the time they know the culture of the players and everything, so it takes time in football, you know. So I think they're just going through that. There was a time when they were doing well and it looked like the new coach is getting the boys to perform better, you know. But then they've gone down a slump again, you know, and they are trading in dangerous zone, the relegation zone. But I think they will get to understand the coach more. Just hoping they have that time, you know.
Yeah, and Tshepang, I'm sure you want to say something about AmaZulu. They're not bad, but they seems to be struggling when it comes to the league. I don't know what's your take, Tshepang?
Yes. I was even checking the log even yesterday. I see that they're sitting on ninth position even. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of so many draws that are coming in within the team. You know, they're losing a lot of points, and they've been. It's like they are swallows this season. You know, so many draws in the league. You know, and if they could change just those draws into wins, maybe we could have seen a different side again of AmaZulu this season.
We know that Benny has complained about the quality. I don't know whether you agree, Sheikhs.
Perhaps what I can add on that is that now you see the need for depth in a team like AmaZulu who are playing CAF Champions League. You know, not that I'm trying to compare them to Sundowns, but depth is very important when you're playing CAF Champions League. So players will get fatigued because he's using that same team over and over, and then They'll be fatigued. So it's very important to have depth. So I think that's what AmaZulu are also suffering from.
Shakes and Tshepang, big teams like Orlando Pirates, goals are dry. I don't know, you see what I'm seeing. Goals are dry. And without goals, it's like nothing's happening. Now, not only that, you know, this new edition at Pirates, Nda, what a player, what a player. I think it was a solution of the what you call the central defense. So what's your take? What is the problem? But it seems as if what is his name, Ngigazi and Fadlu are coming up okay with Orlando Pirates. I've seen some news. People are saying if they win this tournament, maybe that will save their job. Do you think this thing of changing coaches just because they have lost a big tournament or what, is it working, Tshepang?
No, I believe that it doesn't work because I think it destabilizes the whole team as a whole, and even players take time. Remember, not everyone is the same, so now they take time to actually adjust in maybe the new system or the new style of play, which is brought forward to them. So I think that's the problem with them, and also with them, it's a matter of depth, which they don't have within the team as well. So hence why we are seeing the inconsistency of the team.
Inconsistency of the team. Now, let's go to England. We see what is happening there. Shakes, I'm sure you have watched what's happening in England. What's your take about top four? We see there's Tottenham Hotspur is knocking on the door. Arsenal is also there. Man United, West Ham. Do you still believe that West Ham will make top four? Who wants to take this one?
Yeah, Razov, that top four spot is going to be for the taking for a while, you know, because you've got your Tottenham, you've got your West Ham, you've got your Man United chasing Arsenal there, you know. I'm just happy that my Arsenal are fighting also. They're right there, you know, with the great results this weekend against a very strong team, you know, in Aston Villa. So I'm happy with Arsenal the way they're doing, but it's going to be tough for them. They'll have to get those wins on the trot, you know, to maintain that number 4 spot, because Man United is there, West Ham is there, Tottenham is there. So it won't be easy. It's going to be very much hard fought, just like the top with Liverpool and Man City, who coincidentally drew each other also for the FA Cup. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be an interesting battle for number 1 spot. There's only 1 point separating them, with Liverpool leading in goal difference with 5 goals. So it's very interesting, that top 4 Prasobs.
Well, while you're still talking about top 4, do we have to take Arsenal serious, or are we going to see Arsenal buckling up going forward? Tshepang? According to your analysis.
Yes, no, I believe that we need to take them serious because look at where they are at the moment, and it seems like they are not going to stop anytime soon. So it causes a threat for the big guys at the top now, because they are actually, but we've seen it coming, and they've been consistent, and it's a train which keeps going forward, and it's not staying still. So yeah, I think it's going to be a heavy finish at the end, and I just want to see where they can end up. Maybe the glory days are back for them as well.
Now, Shakes, let us be honest. Who's going to win the league? Premier League.
The Premier League, perhaps, I still believe Man City, just a class above the rest. Obviously, the Liverpool fans are going to hate me for saying that because Klopp is also right up there, in the best. I think those two teams, I actually believe they're one of the best teams in the world at the moment, Liverpool and Man City. So it's going to be a struggle between the two of them. But if I had to choose, you can see my colors, perhaps.
Yeah.
My colors.
Yeah. Tshepang, do you agree with Shakes that Man City, it's going to be, at the end of it all, they will be the winners of the league?
Yeah, I still believe so because I think they are one team which, yes, they've dropped points, but they are one team when it comes to being consistent and just getting what they want, they do that. So for me, I feel the decider will be in the next in the next couple of games, they'll be playing against Liverpool. So I think that game for me will be a decider because whichever team wins there, I think wouldn't want to drop points going forward.
Wouldn't want to drop points going forward. Now, do you really think who's going to make top four? Shakes, just give me your predictions. Who's going to make top four?
Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City.
Tshepang, your team is out, according to Shakes. Do you agree?
It's either my team or his team. It's either my team or his team. So,
yeah. Do you agree, Tshepang?
Yeah, no. I agree. I agree. I don't see them coming back into the top four position, but if it happens, it happens. But the same sequence as Shakes, I agree with that sequence.
You think that it won't be easy. It won't be easy. All right. I hear you guys. You say Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City. Now, don't you think that Chelsea is going to have problems? Moreover, they've just had problems now with the fact that what's the name? They have this issue that their boss has been, the team is on sale. So they have whole lots of problems. They don't know to report to. Don't you think that will play a major role? Shakes?
Yeah, perhaps. Well, they've played a couple of games. It doesn't seem like it's affecting them. Thomas Tuchel, the manager of Chelsea, made it very clear in one interview that he did, and he was asked about this question, and he made it very clear that he's not a politician. He's a football manager. He shouldn't be asked these questions, and he will just focus his team on just making sure that they perform on the field and they forget about everything that's been spoken outside. Obviously, psychologically, it can play a major part, but what we've seen so far, Chelsea have gone about their business. They won this weekend in the FA Cup. We are seeing Lukaku starting to score goals as well. So I think it's something they can also use, as to motivate them rather than anything else, to show their character as players, Brussels.
Now let's go back to the big one, the big El Clasico of the world. El Clasico. What a game. What a game. Now let me start here. What's your take about Xavi, guys? Xavi, not the team, Xavi. Who wants to take that one first? What's your take about Xavi?
Yeah, but I did say that the system, he's getting it right. The players as well are even adapting to his vision. You could see that he has instilled a different side of a team and a system that he has brought in place. I follow them a lot, even on social media during his training sessions. I could see what he's doing with the team. Is actually something which I've never seen before. You know how he actually handles his training sessions are quite different. You know, and how close they are as a team, and they are on and off the field as well. You know, as a unit. So what he has done with the youngsters of the club is actually incredible. See, I keep saying this. Now we are seeing the likes of Gavi, of Petri. You know, such brilliant and beautiful talent, which is coming up. You know, in Spain right now. So what he's doing right now, it's a phenomenal thing, and he's doing a great job with the team. I think now they are getting there. It's just a matter of time whereby they get it right and they become a world class team again. So, but that was the Barcelona that we know, you know, over the weekend.
You know, I normally say to people, you know, I wish I was given the opportunity to mold some of these players. What I've seen in Pedri and Gavi, they're still level-headed, right? But I don't know, because once they become big, I don't know what's happening. Once people become big, they lose it. All right, you start seeing arrogancy. I see that in Mbappe. I don't know whether I'm right or wrong. Arrogancy. I wish, you know, I was just close to them, say, keep your feet on the ground, and then don't go ahead of you. All right, be on the ground. You know, I love what Messi does. All right, I know you guys will say, because I'm a Messi fan. Ronaldo is not a person who's he doesn't taken by that is his personality. You can't say Ronaldo is taken by fame. Ronaldo is serious. Fame doesn't shake him, because he continues to do the job. He continues to train hard. He continues to do what he's supposed to do. But his personality is different to that one of Messi. And I like these two guys, Messi and Ronaldo, and say, you know, these two guys, for me, they show a level of maturity. And I hope this is what will happen with Pedri. But as I watch Pedri at the distance, he looks like, you know, a boy next door, humble enough, well prepared, easygoing. I hope it continues that way. I don't know. Am I reading it correctly, guys? Or hey, maybe I'm going over. Am I reading it correctly?
Hey, I don't know about the one about Mbappe, Brussels, you know.
Yeah.
And the boy is a beast. But anyway, yeah, I'd like to speak about Xavi, you know. I mean, this game, what I can say is that Barca is back. He's making his mark. He's showing that his Barca now is back. Brussels, you know, with those youngsters going to the Bernabeu and doing that. I mean, yeah. So Xavi also, you know, like Tshepang was saying, they are so there's such a strong unit together. You know, with the coach of the field. You see them, the camaraderie of the pitch. You know, you can see that they're really a team. You know, and Xavi is doing something great within the team. So we just look forward to Barcelona performing more and more like this, you know. This is only the beginning.
This is only the beginning. Let's look at the game, guys. What's your take? Oh, Pedri. Oh man, what a magic. You know, the goal he scored, typical Messi goal. I don't know whether I saw it. You know, it was beautiful. Aubameyang, yo, he was on top form. But remember, Aubameyang, ever since, he always wanted to go to Barcelona. He has always been that his dream. I don't know when he went to Arsenal, because he was now a star, he lost it. He started to be arrogant. I don't know. That's the question that I'm asking. But I see Aubameyang now, a player now, level-headed. I hope those antics that have been attributed to him, that he arrives late at the training, they don't revisit him. All right, Tshepang, what's your take?
No, when it comes to Aubameyang, I think it was a matter of politics. We all know what happened in Arsenal when he was still there. Even the media being involved. The media, actually, the English media plays a huge role. We all know that it plays a huge role that side. So, it was just a matter of him being frustrated as well. It's natural. It comes with the game. These players go through that, but he has shown his class. I mean, they said he was finished, but look what he did over the weekend. And he just silenced all the critics. So he's doing very well. I think he's happy. He's comfortable now. He's not a player who's ill-disciplined, to be honest. We can see that he's there to do his job. He does his job, and that's that. But player as a whole, he played a brilliant game. Could have scored a lot of goals actually in that game. He had close to 5, 6 chances, but only scored 2. I thought that he was gonna score more. But it shows that he was on form, and Barca was on the right direction in that game. They just outclassed Real Madrid. First 60 minutes, Madrid was outclassed. We all saw that. Barca was leading 4-0 by then. So I think maybe the absence of Benzema might have just destabilized them, a bit. Vinicius couldn't play. So now it's that thing of Vinicius cannot play without Benzema. I thought maybe he was the man that was going to step up and raise his hand, but we saw a different game when it came to him. But overall, Barcelona outmatched Madrid in that game, to be honest, and killed the game early, which is something which I love. They killed the game very, very early. In the 60th minute, we all saw it was done. And yeah, it was quite hard for Real Madrid to come back in that game.
What is nice is I saw the tiki-taka. Shakes, what's your take? Do you agree that the media are the ones who killed Aubameyang in England? Before I come up with my comment as far as that is concerned.
Yeah, you know what? It's good to see Aubameyang doing well at Barcelona and scoring goals. That's what we want to see. Him scoring goals, and at Arsenal he was the leader, and when you are the leader, you're the captain, and there are stories coming out like that. I think maybe it was time for him to get that different atmosphere and go to Barcelona, and we're just happy that he's doing well at Barcelona. I'm an Arsenal supporter, and I also like Barcelona, so it's good for when he's scoring goals. When we see a good quality, I've always believed in his quality. Even in Germany, he was scoring goals. So it was a bit disappointing to see him not scoring goals at Arsenal. Whatever it was, the politics or whether it was the discipline, let's hope it doesn't come back to haunt him at the Camp Nou, and he continues with the fine form that he's going through. And then coming to the game, Basobs totally outplayed Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, like Tshepang says, Benzema was not there. So it was no Benzema, no Real Madrid on the day, honestly.
You know who was the man of the match, except Aubameyang? It was Courtois. Although they lost 4-0, he saved many goals. All right? That's me. Tshepang, I don't want to answer this. If you say the media, is it the media's fault if a person arrives late at training? All right? That's the question that I may ask. Because the media are there to educate. The media are there to report. If you arrive late, you arrive late. You cannot blame it on the media. Shakes, let's go back home here. We have George Malulega. We are told the boy comes in, day out, train here very hard, knowing very well that his chances of playing are very slim. All right, I'm trying to compare. George has never played, if I'm not mistaken, for a whole year, but he still does his job as supposed to, So that's what I'm saying, Tshepang, to say, should we attribute that to the media? If a person arrives late, if you arrive late, you arrive late. Do you understand? And then the prima donna, it was correct for Arteta. If you remember, he started with Ozil. All right? If you start seeing the players doing that, they will destabilize the team. Start taking action so that people can see. You see those players who are playing at Arsenal, you know, they're happy. They understand that they're all equals. All right. So that's me, Tshepang. I may be wrong. I don't know whether you want to comment on this one, but I fully agree. The absence of Benzema was just obvious. Just obvious. All right. And then that's my take. So yeah, Benzema is still a factor. And I'm happy with Vinicius Jr. The boy has improved quite a lot. He's playing well. I don't know what's going to happen to Madrid. Are they going to overhaul the entire team or what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know. Who wants to say anything? What's your take? What do you think? What's going to happen with Madrid? Well, Courtois, I'm sure he's still secured. He'll still be there. But I think other players that are going to leave.
Yeah, yeah. No, just wanna first of all, Prasobs, I don't want to make it as if Benzema was there, it would have been a different story. No. I believe that Barcelona were just all over Real Madrid, whether it had nothing to do with Benzema, just obviously the fact that he wasn't there and he's their form player, but I don't think the result would have been any different. No.
Okay.
Tshepang, you can take the other one. Just wanted to say that.
Okay. Tshepang?
Yeah, no. When it comes to Real Madrid, I feel like a lot of players will be released, you know, at the end of the season. You know, a lot of players they're even earning well. I mean, Gareth Bale even now still the highest paid player that side, you know, but he's not getting any game time. We all know that. Looks like his career is finished, you know, and even the interest is not there anymore for him at the club. So I feel like players like Gareth Bale will be offloaded. Your Hazards, I feel like they'll be offloaded. He's injury prone as well, you know. He's not really giving much to the team, you know. And yeah, a couple of players, maybe 3, 4 players will be offloaded and more will be introduced. New, fresh faces will be introduced in the team.
Honestly speaking, who's going to win the Champions League with all these teams? Shakes?
Yeah, no. Honestly, this game also now it changed the odds again for Real Madrid. You know, I think they used to winning this competition more than any other team, but I don't think they'll have enough. I don't think they have more than what Liverpool and Man City have, you know. But yeah, Champions League is a different level. So there's always that chance, given they have all their players available, the Benzemas, you know, can always do the job at the end of the day. But I don't think they are the favorites for me.
Chelsea, do you rule out Chelsea?
Chelsea is there as well. Yeah, you can never rule them out. You know, Thomas knows how to win. They are the Champions League. They are the defending champions, so you can't rule them out, and they are still there.
What about Bayern Munich?
Definitely, Bayern Munich are the big giants. You know, Bayern Munich, Man City, Liverpool. All those are the big giants. Anything can happen at this stage, you know, Prasob.
Well, we really witnessed a very beautiful football. And then I know it's an international week, this coming week. And then thank you very much, guys. We go to the part that I love most, you know, the Messi Special. Messi never played. Once, while I'm still going there, it was very interesting. I know that Messi and Ter Stegen, there are reports that they have not been getting along. And then he chose his 11, Ter Stegen. Guess what? Messi was not there. How do you miss the best player in the world? You know, top best players. Even if you don't like a person, you don't do that. That's me. And you had Kgole in that squad. I said, come on, eh? Kgole, yes, he's a good player, but how long did he play? How long did he last it? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know, Shakes. Did you see that?
No, perhaps I didn't see that one.
Okay, Tshepang, did you see that? That Ter Stegen in his best 11 of
Yes,
all
yes.
time. Messi was not
Yes,
featured.
yes, yes. Yes, I saw it. I saw it.
Oh, so what's your take?
I don't know what may be his reason regarding that. It's preference, I guess. Players have their own. Only he can give us the reason why. But I also saw over the weekend when I'm looking at this statement right now of the Messi Special. I mean, PSG, we saw over the weekend they lost 3-0. And yeah, man.
And Messi was not playing.
Yeah, it was a shocker. Yes.
Yeah.
So here they go again. So they're having it tough also in France that side.
And Thierry Henry was saying, PSG fans, they were booing Messi. How can you boo the greatest of all time? The guy that has assisted the most goals in League One. Look, this guy is amazing, man. He has more assists in League One. And this is his poor season of Messi. When they played without Messi, they created nothing. Nothing, absolute nothing. Shakes, what's your take?
Yeah, perhaps as football supporters can be very difficult, And, the PSG supporters, they've watched Messi and they've idolized him playing for Barcelona and doing all these great things. And they just wish they could see the same thing happening at PSG, But unfortunately, time catches up, Messi can't be that same Messi, even though he's still assisting and doing the business more than other players, but they still expect more from him because they know what he's capable of, the magic that he's capable of, I think it's just that part where they want to see the Messi, the best of Messi, but then you have to remember that time also is going behind Messi. He can't be the same Messi of old.
No, Shakes, while you are still there, Messi is not playing well. PSG, they don't play him. That's all. They don't play him. Did you see when he shouted at Verratti? And have you ever seen Messi does that? It's unlike Messi. So you could have put it here, and that was the position that Messi normally scores. And unfortunately, the irony is this: Verratti is one of the few players that passes him. The rest don't pass him. So what do they expect? And Pedro was saying, if my goal was Messi-style goal, Leah scored much better goals. Comparing myself to him is crazy. But it was Messi-type goal. Unfortunately. Tshepang, what's your take on this statement?
No, that's true. But we all know the controversy around this whole issue. I think it's something which will carry on season after season, It's just a talking point that will always be there. So I think it's something which you can't control,
Which
that's
one?
all I have to say.
Which one? Which one, Tshepang?
Oh, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm talking about the Thierry Henry statement, what he has said, regarding this whole situation that's happening at the club.
Now, let me show you what happened when Atletico Madrid played Madrid. Champions League. This is the contribution of Ronaldo. 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 shots on target, 0 shots off target, 0 key passes, 0 aerial duels won, 0 long balls, 0 accurate crosses. Then you continue to compare Messi with Ronaldo. So what's your take, Shakes?
I do not want to include Ronaldo every time I talk about Messi.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you why I do this, Shakes, because I don't know whether you listened to me the other day. I said, whenever, especially ESPN, your English media, whenever they talk Messi, all right, or whenever they talk Ronaldo, Messi should be part of the discussion. And I don't understand. Why should they do that?
Yeah.
Did you understand? Why should they do that? The two guys are great. Look, my argument is still very simple. Ronaldo is the best player in the world. But unfortunately, he's the best among all the players. But he came at the wrong era of Lionel Messi. So that's my argument. Messi doesn't compete with players, man, as far as I'm concerned. Instead, Messi competes with teams. I'll show you something now, which will back my argument when I say Messi competes with teams. Now, let me share something. Now, the same Champions League, when they were knocked out, PSG, playing Real Madrid, and the other thing that I want to check, how many players have scored hat-trick in the El Clasico? I still want to do a research. I don't remember Ronaldo scoring hat-trick in El Clasico. Messi's first El Clasico, he scored hat-trick. All right? Now, there is a difference between a great player and a great goal scorer. Messi didn't score against Madrid, but was solid throughout the 90 minutes. On the other hand, Ronaldo was nowhere to be seen, as I've already shown that. Never compare Messi with Ronaldo. All right, these two can be compared. Of course, Ronaldo is a great player. I'll still repeat that. But Messi is something else. He is out of this class. I want to show you something. When I say Messi competes with the teams, no more with what you call. He doesn't compete with I want to show you something where it shows how great Lionel Messi is. It doesn't give me the chance to do that. I want to show the goals that he scored versus Madrid scored. You know, I'm talking about Madrid now. I'm not talking about a player. I'm talking about Real Madrid. So I'll try to get that one. So I hear what you are saying, Shakes, that you don't want to compare the two. I'm doing that deliberately, to be honest, because all the time when you hear they talk Ronaldo, Messi will be brought in. The subject of Messi will always come in. Messi this, Messi that. Yeah. Tshepang, what's your take?
Yeah, no, I believe in that. In terms of those are two different players, we could say.
Yeah.
You know, as you did say that Ronaldo, we could say that he's the best all-time goal scorer. I fully agree with that. You know, but when it comes to Lionel Messi, he's an all-rounder as a whole. You know, he's a brilliant performer on the pitch, not just scoring goals, but creates goals, creates chances. His play as a whole, you know. So he's the system, his influence within a team. It's different when it comes to Ronaldo, to be honest. That's just something that we need to be honest about. You know, he may not score in a game, but if we could actually have his stats after the game, you could see something, you know, the difference between him and other players as a whole.
Then you start seeing that we are dealing with a different player here. As not like what they are trying to portray. Let's see, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Can you see this, guys? Can you see it?
Not yet.
Not yet. No. Okay, let me stop sharing and share. Okay. I hope we can see it now.
Yeah.
Look, this is Madrid. In 2021, they scored they scored 88 goals. 2021. Lionel Messi in 2012 scored 91 goals. That's the point that I want to bring on for. I'm ready. I'm happy. If you bring the Ronaldo argument, give me your statistics. I'll be happy. Listen to me. I love Ronaldo. I think he's the best player, and I want Ronaldo to be honored. You know, this thing of people booing him, these things that they talk, he may leave or what have you. You know, players like this, you need to honor them. The other thing that I'm happy about, you know, Xavi has said he would love to see Messi coming back. You know, players that were good and loved by the fans, they need to be part of the team going forward. I remember Shakes during his time playing for Mamelodi Sundowns. Shakes was one of the favorite players at Mamelodi Sundowns. He was a crowd pleaser. You know, players like that, Skarangobese, remember Skarangobese, Dr. Kumalo, you need to have them in your team, even if they're not playing. You know, they've contributed a lot. I don't know. That's me, Mshege, and then I don't know what you guys are saying. Shakes.
Yes, Shakes.
Yeah, I'm saying. Did you hear what I said? I said players like you. I know you're a favorite player among the fans. Skarango Bese, you know, those players, they always have to be brought closer to the team. Dr. Kumalo, those were, I mean, if you chase such players to the team, they are part of the culture of the team. So I'm happy, Xavi said, I'm happy to see Messi coming. And along those lines, I must say, very excited that Arsenal, they did a statue of Thierry Henry at Emirates Stadium. So those players, they need to be honored. Tell me, this guy, what is Cantona? There's any statue of him there at Old Trafford? I know Alex Ferguson, apparently there is a statue of him. Do you know anything about that, guys? Okay, maybe let's do some bit of research on that one. I don't know. I don't see you. Tshepang is muted. Shakes, I can't hear him. Did you hear what I said, Shakes?
Yes, Prasobs, I heard you. I'm not sure if there's a statue.
Yes, I got the statement.
You got it. Okay. So I'm saying I'm happy Arsenal have done the statue of Thierry Henry. He has done a lot for Arsenal. Players like that, they need to be honored, you know. And then Tshepang, what's your take? What's your take on the last statement as we are closing? Tshepang? Oh, Tshepang is not there. Shakes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was lovely doing the show with you. I'm happy that you clarified your position as far as that statement is concerned. Don't be angry at the guy. It might not be him. It might be somewhere else within the team, within the organization that made that. Tshepang, thank you very much. Shakes, bid the viewers farewell.
Yeah, thank you, Prasobri, for having me on the show, and farewell to all our listeners and viewers on our show.
Tshepang? Okay, I'm not sure whether Tshepang can hear us, but thank you very much. Till next time.
Thank you, man.